Hey guys, it's Jim834 here, and today I'm reviewing set 71869, Land Bounty from summer 2026. This will release for $130 in North America on August 1st. I got this early, I imported it from overseas, and it has 1,214 pieces and 6 minifigs. We'll take a look at that later. This is a new version of the set from 2019, last seen in Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu. The set looks really cool, so let's get into all the features and see if it's a good set or not. Starting with the vehicle itself, it looks really good. It is a massive tank on wheels. It is absolutely huge. This thing is really sturdy as well. You can pick it up from pretty much any part of it. You can pick it up from here, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's held together very, very well. There is a lot of technique built into it. It also has quite a few nice play features as well. But just spinning it around, we get a look. It is not symmetrical from left side to right side. There are some slight differences. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But overall, the Land Bounty looks really good. I don't know if I like this better than the old version. It's definitely really close in my opinion. But this is a pretty good set. It has a nice flag with a sticker on either side back there. I think that looks really good. It also does have working steering, which we'll get into when we disassemble this and take a look at each individual vehicle. But for now, just spinning it around, getting a look, there is a sticker right here and another seat to put one of their minifigs. Overall, again, it looks really nice. It has a lot of nice sloping. Quite a few stickers on this set, but I think they add detail to it. I think they're all pretty essential. If you don't like stickers, you could just leave them off, but you're not going to have these details that you may want to see. They could have been printed, but I feel like they're pretty important either way. So as some of you guys may know, this is in fact a 3-in-1 set. This set has 3 sub-models that you attach together to form the Land Bounty. You have the airship, which will just disassemble. You pull that back and then raise it up just like that. And then you have this bike, which detaches like that. And you have this car. All 3 of these look pretty decent by themselves. The car obviously is the weakest one because it has all that Technic exposed and you don't love to see that. But overall, it's not bad. And all 3 of these models look really good in my opinion. We'll start with the bike. It is the simplest and smallest of the 3. And it looks pretty good. It has a stud shooter or tile shooter on the side, as you may expect. It has a handlebar and a nice spot for one of your minifigs to stand in there, so you could put Nia, Jay, Zane, probably not Lloyd without disassembling the tail and the wings from his outfit in this set. Or you could just put another random minifig from another set if you have another set to put another figure in. It does have a illusion of a printed, or of a windscreen rather, with these 2 sloped pieces that are in trans black, which I think looks pretty good. Not that it's going to be able to see over the tire, because these tires are huge, but it looks good. The bike looks nice. It is not symmetrical from front to back. There are a couple like tail lights at the back. Again, they're not going to do much because the tire would be in the way. So probably not street legal if you ask, but overall, not bad. This thing looks pretty solid. It doesn't want to stand up on its own, so you're not going to be able to get it to balance because it wants to lean to one side. But that's not that big of a deal. You're probably not going to have this displayed very often. And even so, it still looks fine displayed at an angle here. Next up is the car, buggy, whatever you want to call it. This thing also looks interesting. The Technic exposed to the front is not the greatest look. I wish they would have done a better job to cover that up, but overall it's not bad. This does form the back of the Land Bounty, so the working steering is right here, which is nice that it is included on something like this. There's not a whole lot going on with this. There is a sticker right there. That's about the only detail that's on this, aside from the printed control panel up the front for one of your minifigs to sit in. There are a couple katanas hidden throughout the set, not really hidden, but just placed throughout the set so your ninjas have easy access to their weapons if they so choose. And all 6 of the tires have the size placed in the Technic axle hole there, which I think is good, so a little bit of like extra defense for incoming vehicles or something. And then there's also this crate back here and a little med pack And inside this crate is a frog on a cupcake. Don't know why. Don't know what it's a reference to. Maybe we'll find out in the show. Maybe it's just the designers having fun. But that's back there, and you can fit a figure in here. You can only really fit one in this car, and you can only fit one in the bike, which is a little unfortunate. You would hope to be able to fit more than one in a vehicle this big, but it's not too bad. And last but definitely not least, the airship. I think this looks really good, in my opinion. It is really nicely built. It's built with a little bit of technique at the back, and then it transitions to a brick and plate system towards the front. The way these windscreens are built, they use a clip which are attached into a bar piece, which I think looks really good. I like the way these windscreens form together and how it just forms that like nice transition. And there is a sticker on either side, this little circle right there. Don't know what it's for, but it is there. There's also another tile shooter up top here, and you can adjust the angle of this little blade up and down if you so choose. And you can angle this tile 360 degrees around. Just an option, you know. Inside the cockpit, there's not much. There is a printed sticker, or rather a stickered control panel in there, and also a steering wheel and handlebars to be able to control the land bounty. But it looks good. There's also a steering wheel up at the top. I guess that would be the control for this ship, and this will be the control for the full vehicle. The sloping and details here are really nice. I wish, again, the blue Technic pins, I don't love to see that exposed on the sides here. But it's not bad. I like the way these engine thrusters are built up. They look really cool with the light blue just kind of on both sides of that. And then when you want to reassemble, you just push this in, and then it'll reattach like that. So the way it attaches to the actual rest of the vehicle, this axle here holds it into place, so you can pick it up from this, and it's not going to go anywhere unless you want it to go anywhere, which is really cool in my opinion. I'm glad they made it sturdy enough that you can just pick it up and swoosh it around. Like, you can pick this up from pretty much anywhere, and it's not going to fall apart, which is really nice for a playset for kids to have durability. And reassembly of the land bounty is very easy. So you take the car, take the bike, and then these two axles go into these two silver pieces right here. If I can get them to line up. Just like that. And then the land bounty top just sits right there, and then you push that in, and then it's not going anywhere. It's sturdy. It's a solid model. The first three minifigures we're going to take a look at are Jay, Zane, and Nia. They do reuse their suits from the January wave, which I think is fine. It would have been nice to get a new suit variant, but if they're going to wear these in the show, then there's no need to redesign for the sets. I think it's perfectly fine that they reuse these. I don't hate them. I think they actually look really nice. It's probably would rank in my top 15 of the ninja suits, maybe top 10. Don't really know how they would fit in. But the figures do look really good. They do have a lot of nice printing that goes all the way down to their toes with the little dragon claws there for when they are in dragon form. Spinning around to the back, we see the dragon scaling detail, which just shines really nicely when the light hits it right. It has the same thing on all three of them. The designs are slightly different from each one, but they mostly share the same concept. Nia over here does have a new piece that uses that side sword sheath, which I think looks really cool. And we do get an extra one in the set, so if you do get a set that has one, you are more than likely going to get an extra one, which is always nice. In terms of face prints, it's the same ones that we've seen for many years now. Nothing's changed there, which I think is fine. These face prints work just well for these three characters. Nothing's going to change probably for the next couple years. It's going to be these face prints with some variations every once in a while for special occasions. But overall, these three look pretty good. Face prints, not bad. Next up is Dragon Form Void. And this figure, again, looks absolutely incredible. It was previously exclusive to the Dragon of Life set, and now it is here in a more expensive set by $20. But I think that's fine. I think having this figure in this set makes for a good figure selection, in my opinion. The figure does look really nice. It does have that molded tail and those wing pieces that were introduced with the Dragonians back in winter of last year. And that dual molded helmet looks very nice as well. Torso prints look pretty good. Again, very similar to all the other Ninja, just varies slightly for Ninja to Ninja. And it also has these new molded Dragon Claw pieces, which just the figures just hold on to. I think they look absolutely incredible. I wish we would have seen them get molded in each individual Ninja's color, like I believe they were in the show, but this is a fine substitution, at least. As for Lloyd's face print, it is the one with the visor design. We've seen that many times before in the past few years, and flipping it around to the back, it's his normal angry looking face, like ready for battle face. Figure looks good. Not too bad here. And the last two minifigs in the set are the Acid Monster, who is returning from the January wave, which again, I think is perfectly fine. And the all-new and exclusive Fire Monster, who is, again, exclusive to this set. Both these figures look really good with their dual molding, with the trans purple, or trans bright green and purple on the left for the Acid Monster, and then the trans orange and black on the right for the Fire Monster. The Fire Monster also uses mid-legs, which we don't see too often in Ninjago, so that's always nice to get. And I'll take his head off so you get a better look at the printing. His head just comes straight up. Just like this. It's just one mold, which looks pretty nice in my opinion. And then you get a better look at his print. And we'll spin him around to the back and get a look at the print there. I think it looks pretty good. I think these two figures are really good. I wish there would have been more Fire Monsters in the sets. I wish they would have done like a battle pack or something. I know Ninjago doesn't get the battle pack treatment quite like Star Wars does, but would have been nice here. So, with everything lined back up, let's give my final thoughts on the set. I think it's a good set. Do I think it's better than the original? No. I think the original Land Bounty is better. It has more interior play space for kids. It has just a better design, in my opinion. I do really like this set. This set is definitely probably a top 10 one for the year. It might be top 5 for me. But the set is good. Don't get me wrong. I was just hoping for a little bit more out of it. I was hoping for a little bit more play space on the interior for the figures. A couple more villain figures would have been nice. Feels like LEGO's been getting a little stingy with them recently. It's hard to say. I really like this set. I really do. But is it going to compare well to the original Land Bounty? We'll find out. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you like about the set in the comment section down below if you plan on buying this one. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video. The comparison is on its way. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Stupid 8304 signing off. Bye.